All right, so it's one of the biggest political stories in Texas this week. More than 50 Democratic lawmakers didn't show up to the state capitol today. They're trying to block the House from passing a new congressional map.
Now, this is the fourth time in the past 50 years the Democrats have broken quorum to protest pending legislation. But perhaps one of the most memorable instances of breaking quorum came when the so-called killer bees took flight. KVUE's Bob Buckaloo has more in tonight's Backstory.
It was one of the most colorful chapters in the history of the Texas legislature. The year was 1979. They were known as the Killer Bees, 12 state senators, all Democrats, making a triumphant return to the Texas Capitol after successfully hiding out for 4 days to block what they called unfair legislation from being voted on. The Republican bill was aimed at changing how the presidential primaries worked in Texas. The name, Killer Bees, was coined by Lieutenant Governor Bill Hobby, who said, like the bees, you never know when they would strike. The name struck the fancy of the public, an occasional killer bee costume here and there, and some very popular T-shirts. The Killer Bees didn't have to go far to hide out. They holed up in a West Austin apartment.
We shared one room, we had one hot meal, there was one toilet and one telephone, and half of them kept wanting to trade the toilet for another telephone.
One of the Killer Bees was a young state senator from Austin, now U.S. Congressman Lloyd Doggett.
Well, I can tell you that being together with 8 or 9 other members of the Texas Senate in a small garage converted to an apartment for a number of days in West Austin was no joyride.
Their quorum break of 1979 was successful at blocking the bill they were protesting from even getting a vote. A victory for the Killer Bees. Bob Buckaloo, KVUE News.